Hey guys, Alex Khan here, and we are going to take a look at this very amazing action figure, and it's made by NECA. It is the Ancient Predator, as seen at the very end of the 2004 movie Alien vs. Predator. If you guys don't remember, this guy pops out at the very end after Scar and Alexa Wood come back from defeating the Alien Queen. She takes the life of Scar. Unfortunately, Scar got impregnated by a facehugger when he wasn't wearing his protection. But anyways, at the very end, Alexa is mourning the death of Scar, and that's when this guy, the Ancient, pops out, and he actually gives her his personal combi stick, which is quite the artifact. The Ancient Predators, not to be confused with the Elders, these ancients have lived for about 1,000 years, and obviously they participated in many hunts, and they are very seasoned. Probably the highest epitome of a predator there can be. So in the movie, you see him wielding this commie stick, and then he retracts it once he gives it to Alexa. So for this guy's accessories, aside from his combi stick, he also has this biomask, which you see him holding in the movie. He doesn't wear it, but they do a zoom in with the camera so you can see some of the writing on his biomask, and it's very awesome. I'll put it on in a second. Also for his accessories, he has these little wrist blades, actually really tiny compared to the size of the wrist blades that the young bloods have. So I guess experience teaches you that, size isn't everything. But this is probably one of the best looking predators there are. This is definitely on the top of my predator bucket list, alongside some other ones, which I won't mention until I get them. And then something that makes him very distinctive is this red cloak. And it's actually made of a cloth material, so it actually waves almost naturally. And let me take this off, but it's going to fall off his hand. He also has his own detonation device right here on his wrist blade, aside from other things that he can activate with his control panel here. Sorry, it's not a wrist blade, it's a wrist console computer, whatever. But I'm very careful with this because I already broke the console screen on my Ultimate Scout, so I'm not going to play with that too much. But his cloak is very awesome. Because usually on a lot of these action figures, they just use like a rubbery plastic material for the cape, so it doesn't really flow like this one does. Look at that. This one, it's great. It's got volume. It kind of dangles like that. So it makes him look very royal and prestigious. So I want to see him wearing his biomask, because this is actually the first time I've taken this out. So let's try not to break his mandibles. So I'm going to put it on just like that. And wow, that is awesome. That is amazing. Look at that. And you can see on his dreadlocks that he's wearing, he has like a blue and black dreadlocks. I thought they would have been gray like the other older predators, but his become blue. Maybe he dyes it. Not really sure. Then on his chain, he has some skeletons to show off some of his, I guess, more memorable victories. We'll call them victories so I don't scare people away. But that's what it looks like with his biomask. Now, there's something I want to try to copy something in the movie. Because in the movie, after he gives the girl the combi stick, hold on, come on. He did this really cool spin where his cloak, let's move this crap out of the way, where his cloak does this really fashionably awesome swirl as he turns. Alright, so this might take a few takes, but I want to try to copy this, because he turns around to get onto his on his spaceship, and then his cape. Let's see if I can do it. I'm going to have to use slow motion for mine, but they did theirs perfectly. And then he turns around like a boss. Man, I can't do it. This might take a few takes. Wait. How if I do it like this? No, it's kind of hard, because with my angle, I have my microphone in the way. I don't want to knock my microphone over. Nope. Let's try it like this. Sorry, guys. I think that's the best I can get. But let's also put on his little wrist blades, and they are very tiny. Again, you know, I don't think size is everything. Because if you look at freaking Chopper, man, his wrist blades go freaking down to the ground. Same with Celtic. Like, those guys were overcompensating for their lack of experience. All right, so you can kind of see his wrist blades. They're really hard to see. Obviously, they're not actually extended, so maybe his do get as long as Celtics and Choppers. I don't know, but I'm happy I scored this guy. I got this guy used, but he came with all the accessories, so that's really cool. Let's put his biomask back on, but that is so awesome. That is one of the coolest biomasks I've seen. I also like Celtic's biomask. Those are probably my two favorite masks in the Predator fashion world. Let's go ahead and do a little height comparison with some other figures. That's a height comparison with another human. That's Ripley from the Alien series. And then let's go and take Scar off of his deathbed here. And this is the Ancient next to a young blood. I wonder if these Ancients have aspirations of youth. Because I feel like in this culture, being older is way cooler than being younger. So it looks like they're about the same height. Alright, this is hard to balance the Pred Alien. But you can see the Pred Alien is hunching a lot. So I think if the Pred Alien stood completely upright, he would be a bit taller than the Ancient Predator. Let's go ahead and call this video a quits. And yeah, just post your thoughts on what you think of this guy. Because yeah, he is definitely on the top of my, probably top 2 most coveted Predators. And I want to know what yours are. What are your most coveted Predator action figures?